Why are black men obsessed with white women? Do you know what one of the most controversial questions ever asked was? You can't ask this question anywhere else. You can't ask this question anywhere else. A lot of people want to know the answer to this question, but they don't want to be judged for asking the question, so they keep it to themselves. And there's nothing wrong with asking this question. It just so happens that a lot of times when you ask this question, the answer doesn't taste good. But in today's video, we're going to answer this question once and for all. Why are black men obsessed with white women? Here at our channel, we make videos that help you have the best sex of your life. And today, we're taking on a hot topic that many of you guys have requested. If you've ever traveled or lived abroad or even lived in a predominantly white neighborhood, you've seen this phenomenon firsthand. When you see a group of black men together, if one of them has a white girlfriend or wife, the other men are always staring at her. And this isn't something that goes away after a few minutes. Sometimes it can go on for hours. In fact, if you look at any rap video from the last few decades, you'll notice a similar pattern. There may be one or two black women present, but the majority of the women in these videos are white. Some of you might say this is because black women are too strong and independent and not feminine enough, but this notion is simply not true. There are plenty of black women who are feminine and submissive, yet they still find themselves single and alone, while their white girlfriends get all the attention. And if you think it's because black women are too dark-skinned or too ghetto, then why do light-skinned black women like Amber Rose, Lori Harvey, and Naomi Campbell always date white men? When we decided to do this video, we wanted to go all out and get some answers from real women. We wanted to know how white women felt about dating black men and what made them want to say yes. We took our questions to the streets, and these were the results. While we expected a range of responses, the answers we received were nothing short of shocking. One woman said, "I only date black men because they're better lovers." Another said, "They treat you like a queen." And another said, "It's a thrill to be with a black man. It's like a secret hidden away from everyone else." One of the most interesting things we heard was that many women feel like dating a black man is a form of rebellion against society and its expectations. And we thought that was pretty deep. The truth is that black men and white women make a pretty controversial couple. In fact, whenever you see a black man with a white woman, there's always some kind of tension in the air. People are always staring and whispering, and it's not always in a good way. But here's the thing, interracial relationships are nothing new. In fact, they've been around for centuries. The first interracial couple we know of is actually from ancient Egypt. And since then, there have been countless couples who have defied the odds and the haters and stayed together. The problem is that most people don't know about these couples or these stories. And that's why there's so much hate and controversy surrounding interracial relationships. As a matter of fact, according to the Pew Research Center, only 3% of Americans are married to someone of a different race or ethnicity. That means that interracial couples are still pretty rare, but that doesn't mean they're not out there. We did some digging and found a whole bunch of famous interracial couples who are happily in love. There's Will and Jada Smith, David and Victoria Beckham, Chris and Rihanna, Jay-Z and Beyoncé, Samuel L. Jackson and his wife, Yo-Yo Honey and her husband Cardi B and Offset Michael, Jordan and his wife John Legend, and Chrissy Teigen Tyson Beckford and his fiancée. These couples are just a few examples that show that interracial relationships work. But despite these examples, there's still a lot of hate and controversy surrounding interracial relationships. So why do black men like white women? To answer this question, we spoke to a few black men to get their take on why black men seem to be obsessed with white women. What we heard was both surprising and insightful. One brother said, "It's all about the challenge. They're hard to get." He went on to explain that for many black men, the pursuit of a white woman is like a game. They like the challenge of trying to win her over, and they enjoy the chase. Once they catch her, though, the excitement fades, and so does the relationship. Another guy said, "They're out of my league." He explained that many black men feel like they not good enough for a white woman, and that's why they so obsessed with her. He said it's like they trying to prove themselves by being with her, because it shows that they successful. One brother put it bluntly, "I just like the way they look." He said it as no secret that many black men are attracted to white women because of the way they look. He said black women are beautiful too, but there's just something about white women that black men find irresistible. And finally, one guy said, "It's easier." He explained that black men often feel like white women are easier to date than black women. They said white women are more likely to say yes to a black man, and they less likely to cause drama. So, is there any truth to these statements? Are white women really that into black men? Well, there's no definitive answer, but we do know that interracial relationships are becoming more common. More and more black men are finding love with white women, and that's a good thing. We say this because love has no color, and if two people are in love, then that's all that matters. But here's the thing, just because something is common or normal doesn't mean it's right or good. And that's where we have to draw the line. Just because some black men like white women doesn't mean all of them do. And it doesn't mean that every interracial relationship is healthy or happy. The truth is, we all have our own preferences. When it comes to dating and relationships, and that's okay. But it's important to remember that just because you like someone who is white doesn't make you racist or bigoted, and it doesn't mean that every black man feels the same way. At the end of the day, it's up to each individual person to decide who they want to date. And as long as they're not hurting anyone in the process, then what does it matter? In conclusion, it's important to remember that everyone is an individual, and we should treat each other that way. Just because someone is black or white doesn't mean they automatically racist or a traitor to their race. And just because some black men like white women doesn't mean all of them do. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think white women are really into black men? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're a black man, tell us which ones you've dated and how it went down. If you're a white woman, tell us what you look for in a partner and why you chose him. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. We release new videos every week and we'd love to have you join the family. Thanks for watching. Take care.